Two-in-one laptops are useful for so many things. It can be a collaborative canvas for creative professionals, a note-taking tool for students, a cool multimedia device, or you can always use it as a boring old laptop as well. But the thing is, good two-in-one laptops don't come cheap, and the ones that are relatively cheaper compromise on some crucial aspects to bring down the price. But what if I told you I've found a great two-in-one laptop that does not cost you a fortune? What if I told you that you could have the best of both worlds? This is the new HP Envy X360, and after using it for the past couple of weeks, I truly believe this is one of the best two-in-one laptops in its price segment right now. Seriously. From a premium metallic build quality, a modern 16:10 display, Thunderbolt 4 connectivity and more, this Envy takes a lot of charm off of HP's high-end Spectre lineup, to be honest. And starting at just $699 or $87,000 in India, it undercuts its competition like Dell's XPS 13 by a significant margin too. So let me kickstart this review by talking about its design. Here, except for a few small things, the Envy X360's design is absolutely amazing. It has got all that you would want from a portable 13-inch machine. Everything from the lid, the keyboard deck to the base of this laptop is made from aluminium. Actually, recycled aluminium to be exact. If you ask me, besides all the performance and experience upgrades, sustainable manufacturing is another key area that hardware makers should be focusing on, and I am glad to see HP on this very path. And the use of such recycled materials has not made this laptop any less premium to hold either. I love how the sand-based finish on both the cover and the keyboard deck feels super nice to lay your hands on, and also how it keeps fingerprint smudges in check. It weighs around 1.3 kgs, which makes the Envy X360 super comfortable to carry to your office or college too. I also like how HP's clean and premium design has been complemented with great durability here. There's minimal flex on the lid or anywhere else on this laptop, and this 360-degree hinge does not show any signs of weakness as well. Even the port selection is amazing on this thing. You get two Thunderbolt 4 connections on the right, then you have a couple of USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A ports on either side, a micro SD card reader, and a 3.5mm audio jack. As you can see, HP has protected the USB-A ports here with a cover thingy which helps to maintain the laptop's thin profile. But sadly, this also means that I have to lift the laptop up almost every time I need to plug in anything with a USB-A connection. Moving on, HP lets you pick from 3 display options for this year's Envy X360. I've been using the base variant with a 13.3 inches glossy IPS panel, a tall 16:10 aspect ratio, and 1200p resolution, whereas you can also get it with a sharper 1600p screen. Other than this, there's an OLED option with an even sharper 2.8K resolution and a low blue light filter. If you can push the budget, the OLED variant will give you the best visual experience out of all the 3 choices, but this IPS panel should be just fine for most people. You get 100% sRGB color coverage here alongside 77% Adobe RGB and 78% DCI-P3 gamut. So whether you're browsing the web, streaming a video, or sketching your next art project, this screen is not going to disappoint. This screen gets bright enough for outdoor usage too, hitting 466 nits at 100%, which is actually quite higher than the official claim of 400 nits. As far as the touchscreen experience is concerned, it's great. HP also ships this stylus for free, and it's great for taking notes or drawing up sketches and stuff. It feels comfortable to hold. The input latency here is minimal, and it just glides through the display without much resistance. There are even a couple of customizable buttons to further simplify your workflow. It would have been nicer if HP had also given different pressure sensitivity levels on the stylus, but for casual users like myself, I can't say that matters a lot. For the most part, this backlit keyboard is fairly nice too. The keys don't feel crammed in, and they have a nice texture and travel distance for a reassuring typing experience. But I am not a fan of how loud they sound. Here, just listen to this. Its plastic trackpad does the job fine enough as well. You may notice a bit of friction, especially when using 3 or 4 finger gestures, but I won't say that is a deal breaker in any way. Okay, moving on, the audio quality of this laptop actually surprised me. HP has gone with a usual set of downward firing speakers here, tuned by Bang & Olufsen, that sound pretty decent with some tuning and tweaking. Its soundstage also feels wide and with rich details, except in terms of low frequencies. This 5 megapixel infrared webcam is also easily the best I've seen on a Windows machine in a long time. It delivers great picture quality with nice details and highlights. The audio pickup is also pretty awesome, and this camera even enables features like auto frame, which keeps you at the center of the frame all the time, just like center stage on Apple's iPads. Okay, on to the performance. The Envy X360 can be configured with an Intel Core i5-1230U or a Core i7-1250U processor. These Intel chips with U suffix prioritize power efficiency over pure performance. They're both 10-core processors with 2 performance and 8 efficiency cores, but with just 9 watt of base power, these CPUs are not meant to handle any kind of demanding workflows. You can, however, expect snappy everyday performance here, including web browsing, using Office suite of applications and stuff, alongside the quietest, coolest thermals and the best battery life. Long story short, I don't have any major issues with the performance of the Envy X360. I'm using the Core i7 variant, which has slightly higher clock speeds and more powerful Iris Xe integrated graphics, but the Core i5 model won't be drastically underpowered at all. However, when putting it against some relatively resource-heavy apps, I did notice mild slowdowns. In Adobe Photoshop, for example, applying content-aware fill or using object selection tool takes just a tad bit longer than you would expect. And since the base configuration of the Envy X360 comes with just 8 GB of RAM, I need to reload a few Chrome tabs every now and then after keeping them idle for a while. So yeah, if you're looking to buy this laptop, I would highly recommend getting the one with 16 GB RAM because like most 2-in-1 notebooks, the Envy X360 also has a non-upgradable soldered memory. I also tried playing some less demanding and some indie games on this thing, and yeah, turns out you can have a decent gaming experience here as long as you adjust the settings properly. And even with the fan settings maxed out, I could barely hear it spin. The right half of the keyboard deck does get slightly warm, but it's not a big deal. Okay, as far as the battery life is concerned, HP has upgraded to a big 66 Wh cell this time, which lasted me through around 6 to 7 hours of continuous usage almost every day. For juicing it up, HP gives you this sleek 65 watt USB-C power adapter that takes roughly 90 minutes for a full charge. And of course, you can use a 65 watt or higher USB power delivery compatible charger as well. Alright, summing it all up, the 2022 edition of the HP Envy X360 is an awesome 2-in-1 laptop that brings the right balance between portability and versatility. It's got a premium reassuring design, great battery endurance, a really nice display, decent performance, and a webcam like no other in its category. All that at a pretty amazing price too. So if you're an aspiring digital artist, a school or college student, or just someone searching for a reliable 2-in-1 laptop for your business or office work, I can definitely recommend this to you. So guys, that was all for our review of the 2022 edition of the HP Envy X360. We're coming up with a lot of other laptop reviews as well, so to watch that, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Saying this, I'm Pratima and I will see you soon.